It's easy for a community with a high quality of life to be loved to death. Stick around and we'll show you what we mean. Hello, I'm Tom Olivier for ASAP. Thanks for watching. In this video, we're going to introduce local growth, that is, growth that affects a single community. We're going to focus on the Albemarle County, City of Charlottesville community in Central Virginia. That's ASAP's home base. Back at the beginning of the 20th century, Charlottesville was a small city, distinguished mainly by the presence of the University of Virginia. The surrounding Albemarle County was largely agrarian. This graph illustrates population growth since 1900 for both Albemarle County and Charlottesville. The height of the orange area indicates the size of the Charlottesville population at various times. The height of the blue area indicates the size of the Albemarle population. As you can see, in 1900, the population of the city was only a fraction of the size of the counties. The city population grew steadily from around 1910 to 1970. There's a period in the middle of the century where the sizes of the city and county populations are similar. However, around 1960, we see an extended period of rapid growth begin in the county. Today, the county again is much larger than the city. By 2017, the Albemarle-Charlottesville community contained nearly 160,000 people, about 4 times its size at the start of the 20th century. Graphs of population histories provide us with a valuable but narrow view of population growth. Let's complement this with a broader landscape view. This is a 1937 aerial image of an intersection in northern Albemarle County, about a mile north of the Charlottesville city boundary. On the overlay, you can see the outer boundary of Albemarle County, the boundary with Charlottesville, and the location of the intersection. You also can see hand-drawn lines on the aerial, probably parcel boundaries and numbers. In this 1937 aerial, we see open spaces on deformed fields and forests, picture book Piedmont, Virginia countryside. In this 1957 image, we again see widespread farms and forests, though with some differences. It's 1974 and we can see things have changed. We can plainly see suburbs, a shopping center, and a large area that appears cleared. As you may recall from our population graph, in 1974 the county was in the midst of a long growth spurt. Here are the landscape consequences. By 1996, the apparent cleared area we saw in 1974 was occupied by a large new shopping center. Much additional infill is apparent. Today, many developments extend further north along Route 29. In the graph of population sizes, we saw strong quantitative changes. In the aerial photos, we saw radical qualitative changes. An open space became a suburb. The county population now grows by about 1,000 people per year. Open spaces, especially near Charlottesville, continue to be developed. Data from the Weldon Cooper Center reveals that in-migration accounts for about 70% of growth in the populations of the county and the city between 1990 and 2017. New residents are drawn by the high quality of life and the strong economy locally. So, the place where we live indeed is in danger of being loved to death. All this leads to a central question. What is the right size for the Albemarle-Charlottesville community? What size would allow us to lead good lives in a sustainable relationship with surrounding ecosystems? Now, many people would regard my question as absurd. Many people, probably most, believe that endless population and economic growth are needed for healthy communities. But growth destroys ecosystems that we depend on and cherish. In any case, endless growth is physically impossible. In coming videos, we'll look at key aspects of local growth. We're not going to swallow the endless growth baloney. We'll point out ways a community can move toward its right size. We think these videos will be valuable and interesting. We appreciate your watching this one, and we hope you'll consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you. Take care.